Hi, I'm Fallon Jordan, brand ambassador for AIM University, here to share some tips on how to boost healthy communication. And we're going to do that through the relating acronym. So the R in relating is for responsibility. So for you taking responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and actions and expecting other people to do the same. And then E is for empathy. And if you've been following Love and Logic, it's a huge topic and just so important to try and put yourself in the other person's shoes whenever you are having a disagreement or a miscommunication of some kind, or if someone totally forgot to do something that you asked them to do. Just having empathy first and then figuring out from there kind of where the miscommunication went wrong, and then continuing to listen to some of this insight in hopes that you can improve communication from the get-go. And then the L in relating is for listening. And I love hearing that, God gave us two ears and one mouth for a reason, and that is to listen. And listening is just so powerful. I mean, it's really powerful. I love listening to other people and just kind of like getting their perspective on things. And just even sometimes hearing the voice of someone that you love can be healing in itself. So I find it really important to listen and be actively listening by repeating some things back that the person might be sharing. Maybe you give them a loving touch to let them know that you're listening if that's appropriate, but extremely, extremely important in communication to be focused on listening. And then the A in relating is for assertive. So definitely being assertive. So as we talk about in the world of boundaries, being kind, but being firm. And then I kind of attribute being assertive to being like that as well too. It's like it's being kind and it's also being firm and standing up for your beliefs and your opinions, but while still listening, expressing empathy, and being responsible for your thoughts, feelings. So all of these things go together, which I'm hoping you're picking up on. And then time is the T in relating, which is really important. It's important to have enough time to have conversations, and then definitely having quality time with the people that you care about so that there isn't some of this miscommunication, resentment, maybe some of these other sad or anxious feelings kind of looming around. And time is our biggest resource, I believe, as a human being. And so how you spend your time is really important. And if you are taking responsibility for your thoughts and feelings, being empathetic of others, listening, and being assertive, it's really just going to help kind of compound the best of your time so that you can enjoy the beautiful moments that seem to go by faster. And then when things are harder, being able to use some other tools for kind of getting back into your body and being able to communicate the way that you want to. The I in relating is for inquire. So this is about asking questions. This can be very helpful when you're listening and trying to express empathy, just like inquiring, asking more questions. And then the N in relating is for notice. So definitely just noticing, maybe body language, maybe noticing when people are doing certain things that you are excited about or grateful about, and definitely just showing your appreciation is how I kind of think of notice, which is really just paying attention to things about the people that you love and care about and just kind of thanking them and showing gratitude. And then the G, lastly, in relating is for grace. And I love the concept of grace. I was a Seinfeld fan, and so there was this skit of you either have grace or you don't. You can't have a little grace or a lot of grace. And so as someone who was not very graceful, I kind of focus on the fact that we can incorporate more grace into our life. And it's really based on these principles that are in this acronym, which I just absolutely loved. If you're taking responsibility for your thoughts, feelings, and emotions, and knowing you can only change the things that you are able to change, and if you need to write down a list of things I have control over and things I don't, that is extremely helpful. If you're empathetic of others, if you listen to others, if you ask the right questions while still being assertive, tell people you're grateful for the things that they're doing, or just notice when they are having a hard time and offering to support them. All of those things to me just kind of round up into being a graceful person. So I hope that these tips were helpful, and if you need anything, just let us know. Please share this with your friends if it was helpful, and have them subscribe to AIM University YouTube channel and this email series on aimuniversity.com. I appreciate you listening so much, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.